Asking someone you meet at a bar if they're your cousin is probably not the best way to break the ice, but apparently it's such an important piece of information in Iceland that there's now an app for that. The Icelandinga app allows users to bump smartphones, and if you both share a grandparent, it will set off an alarm and send you a text message as part of the quote, incest spoiler feature. 3 University of Iceland students developed the app as a part of a contest to make new creative uses of the Book of Icelanders, the country's extensive genealogical database, which traces the lineage of its current citizens back roughly 1,200 years. A writer for Popular Science notes, most of the country's 320,000 people share a common descent from 9th century Viking settlers, and because of that, the danger probably lies more in kissing your second cousins. And apparently that occurs a little too often. Medical Daily quotes one of the app's developers saying, "Everyone has heard the story of going to a family event and running into a girl you hooked up with some time ago. It's not a good feeling when you realize that girl is a second cousin. People may think it's funny, but the app is a necessity." Yes, he really called an app with an incest spoiler feature a necessity. But wouldn't meeting someone with the same last name of one of your relatives be an immediate red flag? A writer for Wired explains the name game isn't reliable in Iceland. Part of the problem is that Icelandic naming conventions don't reflect someone's descendants. Each new generation has a completely different name to the name of the generation that preceded it. So that means your cousins, aunts, uncles, nieces, and nephews could all have different last names. Business Week points out the app has other convenient features like a calendar to remind users of their relatives' birthdays. The Android app has been downloaded almost 5,000 times and has an average rating of 4.6 out of 5. Though if you want to get your hands on it, you better brush up on your Icelandic. That's the only language it's available in. The developers say they hope to release a version for iPhone users soon. For Newsy, I'm Jamal Andrews. Multiple sources, a broader view.